Oh, hey! It's our, precinct.
I want to call you a teapot, but I'm honestly kind of impressed. No idea where you got all that gear, but there's no doubt in my mind that some bad people are looking for it. Also, you look like a fucking idiot.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen. This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
Wait, you're the man with the sunglasses.
That's right. And you're some kind of murder machine.
Forget about that. There's a giant...
We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
Yeah, fuck the world. No one seems bothered by that.
Harry, that's because you're a cop with "fuck the world" written on his back.
Now that you start thinking about it, maybe they were afraid of you. No one has been afraid of you without you knowing. They all felt perfectly safe.
I know people around comfortable around me. They haven't been.
Believe me, they felt uncomfortable.
Vic, calm down.
The armor, no one else seems bothered by it.
Oh, really? They don't seem bothered by it? That's because you're a cop in an exoskeleton.
This man is really down crushing my mellow, man.
Yeah.
Now that you start thinking about it, maybe they were afraid of you. No one has been afraid of you without you knowing. They all felt perfectly safe.
Yeah, I'm a cop of a goddamn exoskeleton.
Actually, are you? Are you still a cop? There's so much disco going on, it's hard to tell.
Vic,
Really? I don't hear
calm
any
down.
disco. The
Dis-
fuck is he
my
talking
disco days
about?
are over.
Oh god, they're doing it again, using the word disco and it means nothing.
Who are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Comar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heidelstam, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy. The two aren't mutually exclusive.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
Lieutenant.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
What is this about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
This is the horse-faced woman. I don't know why you named her that, but it was beyond idiotic. You should never address her using those words again.
Yeah, that's mean. Fucking
Yeah, it
hell,
is.
Harry.
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets. Shit, kid. What an interesting moniker.
What's a shit kid?
You. Shit kid? That's you.
Despite all that you've done, the deserter, the phasmid, the case,
Despite all that I've done.
No. Because of all that you've done.
How'd you know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
I understand. Okay, you already told you.
And people on the street helped us too, with your whereabouts.
You weren't the man in sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde.
Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true. And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
he was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
I suspect something was off.
Did you? Or did you literally not recognize my face? We've been partners for how long, Harry? Don't answer that. You don't remember.
Absolutely no idea. 100 years? Judging by the familiarity you feel toward him, 2 years minimum? Or maybe a short but close stint on the task force. He's right. Don't start guessing. Now's not a good time.
I'm sorry I didn't recognize you before.
It's okay. I didn't come here to gloat or to fool you. Neither did he, actually. We're just worried.
That's right. Worried. I'm always worried about you. Every time you don't show up to work, or when you do but stink, you're a worry fest. She's worried about you. I'm worried about you. Even Special Consultant Backpedal is worried about you. Everyone worries instead of working.
You know, he's mad, but in fairness, if I was Harry's partner for more than 2 years, I'd be pissed off at him too, in all likelihood.
Still don't
He's
like
got a
this man.
very, very solid case there. Actually, I've been trying to find a good moment to tell you.
You're worried too?
Yes, you often sound like a brutal idiot.
So...
Yes, I'm Tran Heilestam. I never said I wasn't Tran Heilestam.
What's up with the kid then?
Mikhail? Mikhail is my son.
His son? What a joke. Everyone is lying to you.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No problem.
So what are you special consulting here?
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s, like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
He's here to see if you're insane. He's smart. Let's move on.
You mentioned a task force?
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Refresh memory, who else is in this?
Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Tron fucking Heidelstam, and Guillaume Baby.
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show.
Yeah, first, who's Guillaume Bevy?
Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is a police reporter who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit. Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here. And Tron because I'm forcing him to stay.
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde and partial to sunglasses?
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde with sunglasses like you were?
See? There. He's getting it. I was impersonating him. Look at me, I'm G. Bevy. It was going to be funny, but then you really did have brain damage. So not so much anymore.
He sincerely thought it was going to be amusing. For both of you.
That makes me feel really bad. He was trying to play a joke, and then, like, he didn't realize he had actual amnesia. So what does the unit do?
It's a Major Crimes Unit. We clear the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry. Because of you.
They're your posse. Or what remains of it. Hand-picked. Hand-lost.
The 41st isn't...
Where have you been all this time? There was a military tribunal.
God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All will burn. Detect or die.
Wait. You let me face a squad of trained killers alone just to teach me a lesson?
It wasn't like that.
Fuck you, Harry. We didn't know there was gonna be a tribunal, did we?
I'd say 4.
I said all those things? I'm not like that anymore.
Yes. You're sorry. You're the sorriest cop who ever lived. Nothing has changed, Harry. I've heard this repentant shit a million times over.
None of this ringing any bells.
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, e-solar, pal, and so on.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
I drank so much I lost my memory, and now I'm slowly recovering it.
He is. He's getting better. And I can confirm that he drank a lot of alcohol prior to it happening.
I believe he drank. People do that, especially this one. What they don't do is forget their whole life because of drinking.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before.
I have?
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
Leadership now.
I don't think that's correct. I think line detective is good for
For
now.
now, I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension?
They can keep that pension. You're rock solid. You can put your clothes on hard.
What now?
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Really?
Okay.
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
Lie. Just bide your time. Ask something. Then lie.
I drove into the ocean when I was drunk.
Ah, so refreshing. He just admits it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of everyone's payslip. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
Got my badge right here.
He squints at it, suspiciously, trying to ascertain if it's not a blue candy wrapper or a piece of vinyl.
Okay. And your gun?
What is it with all these material objects? Here we go again. Lost gun, trying to terrorize you.
My gun is right here.
Ah, he has it. I thought it was in the ocean. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
I quit drinking forever. It's only me in this boring hellhole now.
I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then, huh?
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
Wait, it may be because of the pheromone.
Detective, please. Don't start talking about your pheromone again. This is serious.
Then you'll be fired. This is a hearing. Toughen up.
Yeah, I've handled an actual corpse.
I don't believe you. You're drunk. You let a suspect escape a certain Ruby because you were too drunk to take her in.
We've read the reports, Harry. Lieutenant Kitsuragis. We know.
I let her go. It was an act of mercy. She was going to shoot herself if I didn't.
Oh, well. If you let her go. I'm not even gonna get into the 80 other suspects you haven't brought in. Because it's hard. Or the fact that you're Everclear's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 7 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
Y'all
did
could have
everything
helped
he
with
could.
that.
Yeah.
We did everything we could. The company hired
Fucking
and
lazy
vetted
pricks.
mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
See, even Kim is like, man, there is not a whole lot we could have actually done about that.
Here comes the cavalry.
He did so at considerable risk to his person. Remember, he was shot. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
It was a massacre. We got wiped. Where the hell were you?
Don't make this harder for yourself.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
He thinks of apologizing, but decides against it.
You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
On the case?
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
See?
1 week.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue. He likes to apologize, profusely, making it sound like he's guilty of at least first-degree murder. It's not a good communication strategy for an officer. It's worrying, especially considering his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a Mazovian socio-economist. He wants to liquidate the ruling class, which, again, for a police officer, is a little...
Why do people keep saying I can't be a communist cop?
I went
First
through
you
this.
say it, then Kim says it? It's fucking insane.
I went through this with you earlier. I'm not going to repeat myself.
You should yell something.
I am a policeman of the state to... No, that's a fucking terrible idea.
Yes,
Mhm.
let's let the big boys talk.
And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I have seen, in fact. He can talk human beings into telling him anything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped working on the case. He is tireless, madly driven. And he solved it, near perfectly. In 1 week we have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator. Locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species,
A new species?
a colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and shows it to the officers across the yard. The wind blows, flapping the glossy rectangle in his hand. You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate
Say nothing.
ever discovered.
I'm not saying a fucking thing. All these terrible options.
Fucking hell
Yeah.
is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
Detective,
Yes.
I believe the pheromone it emits may be responsible for the killer's mental degradation.
the old man was not aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
I don't think anyone would be able to have words for this.
Yes.
No.
It really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
The killer. We have a strong motive for him.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym.
Revolutionary martyrdom?
The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Larsovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead. This man's mother was Lillian, his Lillian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Thank you, Trond. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
I'd say 2.
He killed him in an act of rage induced by the Phasmid chemicals.
Possibly induced. But even without that, these men spent 50 years on the islands in the bay, in solitude, loathing what Revachol has become. There's plenty for prosecution to pick from in terms of motive. Also, we have a sniper's nest with full view of the room in which the mercenary died, right on the island, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
Oh, it's way more than that. Way more.
3. 3.
It's my masterpiece. They'll teach this at cop school.
Masterpiece. Get over yourself, Harry. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there. Like in your bones or something. It will pass. In time.
The Phasmid was female. The reeds are its nest.
Female? What makes you think so?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And the nesting behavior too, I think.
It was definitely female.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
It's interesting time. Forget about the rest.
It had gathered items in its nest. A helmet, a scope, and a passport.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates.
Bowers are built by males of the species who can't afford colorful mating displays physically. This one was plain colored.
Could have been male, actually.
Must be robust if it can move a helmet with its limbs.
It could maybe roll it, like a dung beetle.
It can reproduce by parthenogenesis.
As in cloning itself? What makes you think so?
It told me.
Mm-hmm. Then it wouldn't matter if it's male or female. The bower would just be rudimentary behavior from before the parthenogenetic mutation.
That makes sense, yes.
Very interesting. Such organisms are extremely vulnerable to disease. A single strain of bacteria could wipe out the whole species. We're probably looking at conservation efforts here.
In his mind, he's already planning a nature reserve and knows a good guy for that.
I think it emits a chemical that makes it look even more like the reeds.
Yes. That would be a chiromone. A pheromone that's seemingly beneficial to the host. It usually stimulates the affected nervous system. Not a human's, of course, but perhaps a predator's?
The perpetrator seemed intoxicated somehow, like an addict. It's just a hunch, but...
There are species of bees that, under the influence of chiromones, take wasp larvae to their hives. Ants do the same with aphids, thinking they're... Do you think this is how it stayed hidden?
Nothing is off the table. But I want to stress this. The find does not have to be connected to the case. The case is 100% prosecutable, without any chiromones.
Of course, Lieutenant. Of course. We should treat the case and the Phasmid as completely separate from each other. People are not going to...
They're not going to go for this speculation in the constabulary.
It had mandibles that looked like hair and was completely white on the inside.
Yes, but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed tufts on its limbs.
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carp discovers new species. Maybe even discovers the Insulindian phasmid. No, that's too much.
This would really help with some of the problems we've been having.
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news, human interest. You know, it's a really good thing you have that photo.
Without it...
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still. Quit while you're ahead? Or no?
I looked into the mystery of the doomed commercial area.
I don't know what a doomed commercial area is.
Room Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 10. A commercial building where all the buildings to go bankrupt looked into it.
Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here.
There was a fridge we needed and a possible witness. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay.
Of course. Call it community outreach, right?
Dodged the bullet there. For a moment, it seemed like you were just wasting time.
So what do you say? Want to take this hot shit back?
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to. Jude,
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
You haven't been drinking, she thinks. So, maybe this time.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
I have a few questions before we go about who I am.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Who am I?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
What?
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but
But before?
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
That does explain a lot.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair,
The collection of foul sportswear I've amassed.
your love of retro-style dance music, how you're able to perform a 360-degree spin kick.
The incredible stamina outputs. Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy. And this guy, too. God, even this javelin throwing freak here.
Oh god, contact Mike.
Of course. Contact Mike.
he's been on about Mike again. I hate that guy.
I love the explanation for why you can do all this running without getting tired as you were a fucking ex-gym teacher. That's so cute. Is a reprise of the most inspiring basic sport principle of open competition, a 5001 rank outsider.
Oh, you don't say. Does he also vault an impassable gulf of finance and privilege?
It is getting cold out.
When was I a gym teacher?
In your 20s or late 20s? You've really let yourself go since then.
Is it a Quran? I was a gym teacher there?
Yes, you taught gym in Cool. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher.
The smell of sweat and glue. The worn floorboards. Kuro is just east of Jamroad. It was a short walk every morning to the baseball field or the sports building.
Why did I join the RCM then?
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
Okay, I see now.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
Why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
Some chick who?
Dora something. Dora England. Yeah, you mentioned her name.
Not Dora Dubois.
So we weren't even married?
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
When was this?
God, I don't know. 6 years ago? She was way before my time.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
6 years?
Yeah. Or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora England really tore you a new one. A big one.
Now I've heard enough.
So have I. You bitterly dropped Dearest Dora and really tore me a new one twice a week, I think. It comes up.
The special consultant glances at his wristwatch.
Okay, am I a dirty cop working for the puta madre?
No.
No? That's what I seem to think.
You're too unstable to work for a mob boss. You're suicidal, Harry. No mob boss would take you.
You know he's got a good point.
Yeah.
He's got a very good point.
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit.
He would immediately backpedal out of it. I told you it's not that bad.
What kind of station is Precinct 41?
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed, and everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
Get back to it. We left Torsen and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
Torsen and McLean.
Mac the Torso Torsen and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as it is.
They are damn iconic though, Torsen and McLean.
Not now.
Of course.
And the Sea Wing is...
God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualized it as a task force. It was a mistake.
Considering our conceptualization skill, that seems very plausible to me.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me. Other losers too.
He's anything but a loser. Although he would like to be seen as one. It's cooler that way.
That's so fucking true. And Price's...
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RCM.
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force. You're lucky.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory, shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys, Police Captain Ptolemy Price sits behind a heavy wooden desk. Resident medic Nix Gottlieb pours him coffee. It's silent in the captain's office. They speak of change, the city, the tension on the streets. They speak of the events of April and the blood on the streets in May.
Did we really shoot up a church by any chance?
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
What happened? Why do we need to go there?
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have to wait for it to go up.
He means it. The RCM and its enemies will not be discussed on this coast. Your clearance will not go up while you're within earshot of the Union headquarters.
So I work in the Bloody Murder Station.
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershoal. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
The Faz needs to tell Lena about this ASAP.
Who is Lena?
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in Jamrock. Remember?
Her visuologist. She lives in Jamrock on Tabernacle Road. She told me about the Phasmid.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
Fine, if we're gonna drop you off anyway.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
She is going to be over the moon. Watch out or she'll faint.
Lieutenant Gizraki, what will you do now?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
About what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Distant traffic. A scrap of newspaper drifts by, carried by the wind. It says, tensions rise in Terminal YC in light of the débardeurs strike in Terminal B, among representatives of every industry in Coal City. You read.
Want to do that at Station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 captains with my doom-mongering.
No, I mean investigate. Come work at Precinct 41.
Work with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
Would fit in. and crazy enough, can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence. This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I do like the sound of that.
He's really considering it.
I'm ready.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the afternoon sky, the great district hums. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls, and chimney stacks. Fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Precinct 41, to Boogie Street, forking into the snow-swept horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Torsen? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Dubois? Of course. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Potomny Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the people. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Want to hear a fun fact about Vickermark, our partner?
That's not how you say his name, but yes.
According to the devs, he's a communist.
No, he's not.
He's a communist, but he's also suicidal.
He's a cop. He can't be.
That's the devs saying that, not me.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
I'm still wearing that fuck the world vest, by the way.
What's that?
I'm still wearing that fuck the world jacket right now.
Well, yeah, of course you are. It's cool.
But that is the end of the game. That is the end of the story. You managed to avoid a civil war. Solve
when are we going to do New Game Plus?
This is New Game Plus.
We've been streaming this for 5 hours. And
this went longer than I
minutes.
thought it was going to, but on the other hand, I'm glad we're finished. So what do you think of Disc Elysium overall, Andre? What are your final thoughts?
It'd be nice if you didn't get stun locked so much, but other than that, it's pretty good.
I know we talked about this before the stream started. Like, you were talking about how it felt kind of annoying that, like, because this wasn't the game you were expecting it to be, right?
Right.
Did you want,
well,
like,
when
what?
someone says RPG, like, you know.
'Cause I will admit, I was also surprised when I started playing this game, because I also assumed it was going to be like a like you build your party up, but it's just you and Kim for most of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And rather, while you're like, it is I still would call this an RPG. Because it is dealing with stats and statistics and representing your character through the building of those. It is just not as, like, heavily combat focused as many RPGs. It's much more about how you approach problem solving as a character.
So, what would have happened if we were shitty?
There are multiple ways of solving problems. Like,
No, I mean their final assessment.
I
Like,
mean, we
of
wouldn't
him.
be invited back into the we would be fired.
Okay.
You would have been fired if they didn't. If there was nothing redeemable about what we did, we would have been fired.
So it's entirely possible to, on your first completing of this game, to just have an ending that makes you go, "What the fuck?"
It would be, you have to do it almost intentionally though. Like, it's very hard to get a scenario where you have nothing redeeming about you. Or no way of like convincing Vicar Mark for you, because he doesn't hate you. He's a bit of an asshole, but he doesn't genuinely resent you. He is happy to bring you back. He just doesn't want to admit it.
Well,
He is mostly like, he is in his mind like the dickhead that Harry needs to get his shit together. He doesn't want to be, but he feels like he has to be.
Oh no, you're not telling me that was the voice of Clausier.
What?
Oh god.
I wasn't paying attention.
So I'll just tell you like this. If that was the actress that was playing Clausier, it just listed. She recently got fired by her agency because a podcast she hosted interviewed Nick Fuentes.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, she's not a leftist anymore.
That's so good. That's something I want to hear.
Yeah, I used to listen to the podcast she did. That's the one in question. But like over time, like for no reason at all, they just started to be really right wing. It was really weird.
Do you want to name the podcast or
No,
okay?
people know if they look up that lady's name.
Fair enough.
She's a known name.
But yeah, there's a reason this game got like the acclaim that it did. This game is like I said before we started like actually recording. This game more or less lives or dies off of the strength of its writing and its prose, and it has both of those like he does both of those exceptionally well.
Yeah, it's just too bad we'll never get to see anything in this universe ever again that's going to be remotely as good as this.
Yeah. We'll see, because I hear Kurvitz is starting to do stuff again.
Well, no, I mean, like, it's not going to be in this universe. Right?
I don't know. I don't know who actually owns the rights to this Elysium universe. There is a no-clip documentary coming that is forthcoming, so perhaps that'll be elucidated at some point during that documentary series they're doing for this game.
Yeah, because now that I've seen basically the best ending you can get, I have no reason to play it myself.
Yeah. You could play to see what the other ideologies are. Like, you can play as a moralist, or, you can play as a fascist, but I have no desire to do that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I do know that, like, if you play as a fascist, Kim will just leave you.
As he should.
But I really like this game a lot. I do, genuinely. And I like
It's good. It's just if I was playing it by myself instead of streaming it, I wouldn't have complained about all the stun locks, as I put it.
That's just like that's just the game. That's just the game doing what it wants to do. Yeah, I could see how it'd be frustrating to not be in the control seat with this one.
I mean, yeah, you're just kind of sitting here like, yep, They're talking. Yep. It's not like Vampire where you have young boys.
For full context, you can see Andre's Let's Play of Vampire. I am part of that. I was a guest on that one.
Young boys.
Whenever I hear young boys, I think of fucking Cruel Angel's Thesis from Evangelion. Because the official English translation is Go Forth Young Boy, and I always thought that was fucking a bizarre translation for that song. Like, you could choose anything else but Young Boy, and I would feel happier about that.
Well, you know, that song would probably make more sense in Vampire.
A Cruel Angel's Thesis?
No. The lyric you said. Go forth, young boy. Imagine how much stronger we could have been if I was even more of a vampire in that game. There were people we could have drank that were wasted because we didn't take advantage of it when the district was going to fall.
On the other hand, we lit a message on fire and then said Disco Elysium.
Yeah, they never said the word vampire in Vampire, did they?
No, they didn't. They actually say vampire. Let me see if I can skip these credits. There is one thing I do want to talk about before we hop off.
All right, well, it's almost like 12:30, so sooner rather than later, please.
Yeah. The one thing is, if you look at the title screen, that panorama of Revachol, fun little fact, that is the deserter's view of the city from his island.
Oh, what's on the screen right now?
No, the when we open the game, that panorama of the cityscape, that is the deserter's view of the city. That little look at what Revachol is from the sea. That is the deserter looking at the city from his scope on the island. And I think it's really cool that they never call attention to it, because that's just you could think it's a generic panoramic shot to open up a game.
Oh, well, that's great.
It's cool.
The ownership of the Disco Elysium IP is currently contested.
But I think it's cool that this interconnection between the past, the failed communist revolution, and what's happening today, how connected they end up being. How although the city itself can't quite move on from the shadow of the past. And that manifests itself in the death of the mercenary and the ensuing investigation and the murder that happened as a result, and the civil war that happened as a result. I think that's really interesting how they wrote it in that manner. That they made that choice, that conscious choice to make that the story of the game. And like I was saying here, this panorama, this is the sniper's nest we're looking at the city from.
Oh, okay.
This is the sniper's nest. You can see the hotel, you can see the apartment building, you can see the church, all from the sniper's nest here. But that was Disco, baby. Thank you for joining me on this one. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm tired.
But with that, I will probably do the rendering all this tomorrow morning, because I am also getting tired, so I will hop off after this. Have a good night, Andre. Have a good night, chat. Have a good night, people watching this on YouTube. Yeah. Sleep well.
Mm-hmm.